Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Shit Guys Talk About. Today I got Jessie in the building,
What's good?
got
What's good?
Taj in here, and I got my man M3. He came back to drop that knowledge on us again. So before we jump into these topics, how's everybody doing, man?
Chilling, man.
All right, man. All right. Taking it easy.
Same thing, man. Just come on for work.
Getting that money, man. M3 on the road and living the life down there. But yeah, before we jumped on the stream, we're back there trying to talk Taj out of getting these poisonous snakes. So if y'all with us, man, like leave some comments in there. Tell Taj don't do it. We're gonna start a Taj don't do it campaign. We taking donations.
Can say or do. Ain't nothing you can say or do, man.
How much could we raise to like prevent you from like? I'm just hopeful at this point, so I'm not gonna say like you're gonna die or anything. But how will we prevent you from getting these poisonous snakes?
Oh man, you ain't got no faith in me at all. Shit.
No, I have faith in you, man. It's just animals, man. It's just like mistakes happen, and I don't think you're like factoring that in.
Mistakes
so I think
happen.
that adrenaline rush is just like leading you to like get these snakes and stuff. And
it's just the love of them, man. I believe snakes are misunderstood creatures, man. I love to study them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
The Bible referenced the serpent.
You know what's crazy is people try to team that up with a snake. A serpent is a whole different species. It's not a snake at all.
So what's the difference between a serpent and a snake?
So the difference between so my man Axel, for instance, anybody can he's a savannah monitor. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna use Axel. I forgot what the name of that animal was called, but
Commando dragon.
Nah, I ain't trying to say the wrong thing. I forgot the name.
Anaconda?
We'll have to discuss it. No, ain't no anaconda, man. Anaconda is a you know what, man? Y'all gonna get me started on it, man.
No, break it down real quick. I want to hear this. I'm interested now. Because I was wrong then. I don't want to use the wrong reference.
I can't give it to you in one spill.
But they still like slither, right?
They still slither, but they still have their legs. Snakes are born without legs at all.
They're like lizards.
You ever seen it's
like legless lizards?
Pretty much. It was once a lizard. But like the body of a lizard, but no legs at all.
So let me ask you a question. This is gonna sum it up. Like, are serpents poisonous?
It depends on the species.
Oh,
like you got snakes out here that are different species, but not all of them are venomous.
Okay, I got you. I thought I was on something clever, so that backfired.
Nah, you'll
that definitely didn't work. I was about to say, "Ooh, got you." So why don't you get a serpent? that shit backfired. I appreciate you. Why you hate on that?
It's all right, y'all. I'm gonna educate y'all soon.
Okay, nah.
Yeah, definitely, please. Hey, you wasn't trying to say Komodo dragon, right? Like that big old reptilian like type of lizard?
No.
Okay. I just
Hey man, I've been trying to get my hands on one of them for a minute, but they're illegal.
Man, you crazy as hell. You saw the big ones? The ones that be like taking down deers and shit, man. You ever watch one of those videos and then things be like crying and stuff, and them things are just like it'll just swallow it whole like a wild boar.
It's to me, they're no different than a black dragon, man. They're just a tad bit bigger. That's it.
You're not gonna make it.
Hey, I'll go out the way I would want to, man.
I feel you.
You'll be like, that's the way he would have wanted to go out, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I don't know if you want to go out with by that thing, man. Them things are brutal, man. They be like tearing them deers up and stuff. So yeah.
Nah,
even if you get bit by one of them, you got like bacteria in their saliva.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Believe it or not, turns into venom. It counts as venom, honestly. Like if I get bit by Axel, it's the same thing.
And so that's what is it called again?
He's a savannah monitor lizard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah,
but now we appreciate that breakdown, man. So we'll go ahead and jump into the first topic. People gonna start jumping in, but we'll go ahead and pull up the first topic. So a couple, like I'll say, weeks back, we did cover the whole cheesecake thing that was going on YouTube, where the lady was like in the car and she was just like, I'm not eating that cheesecake. So like shortly after that, I think a bunch of females got together and they created a list of like places you shouldn't take a female on a first date. So I did want to kind of review that whole list. So like what we'll do is like there's 28 different places that they reference. I'll try to do like 4 or 5. We'll stop and then we'll kind of break down like the different spots that they said, see if we agree or we disagree until we get through the list and stuff. And I do have another clip that we're going to kind of review after that because the whole concept is going to be talking about like dating expectations. So we're going to tie it all in. So I'll go ahead. I'll pull up the list real quick and I'll start going through, like I said, the different numbers that they listed off on there. All right. Let me know if y'all can see that. Let me zoom in on this. And I'll just scroll down. So I'll start reading them off and stuff. So the first thing, of course, the first thing on the list is the Cheesecake Factory. So that's number 1. Number 2 is Applebee's. Number 3, Chili's. 4, Chipotle. And 5,
Chipotle.
Olive Garden.
Let me cut you off.
No, not Olive Garden.
You gotta say it right. Say Chipotle. It's Chipotle.
Is what we'll say it again?
It's Chipotle.
Chipotle? Okay,
Yes.
okay.
I don't eat that shit.
So that's like country as hell, huh?
He said Chipotle.
Damn it! It is cut off my list. So just I'm gonna stop after those 5. So what do y'all think about the first 5 that they put on there?
Ridiculous, man. Seriously, ridiculous. I mean, you acting like these places are cheap. I can see if it was like McDonald's or some shit like that, but you know, Chipotle, especially Olive Garden. Olive Garden? You don't want to go to Olive Garden? Are you kidding me?
I can understand. Like I can understand Chipotle. Chipotle.
Yeah, I could kind of give them credit.
I'm like, Chipotle.
That's give or take, man. That's give or take.
Yeah. Yeah. But the other 3, they're restaurants. You sit down and eat. You talk to somebody.
I wish a woman would say she wouldn't want to go out with me no more if I took her to Chipotle. The fuck?
Yeah.
You better be lucky I'm spending money on you at all.
I might have to agree with them on that. Y'all sure it ain't Chipotle?
It ain't Chipotle, bro.
You sure Taj just ain't mispronouncing this? Because I've been saying this for like 10 years now.
Damn. You know, this is.
I thought some of you guys were going to say Chipotle.
Chapoop shit.
So Taj, he's like, so you're okay. So what about you, M3? You think number 4, Chipotle, whatever the hell you say it?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, man, I'm surprised. Like that was like the top 5 of the worst on the list because honestly, I mean, well, besides like Chili's, right? We could X that out. Those are like top tier restaurants. Like, man, any girl will be happy in real life. I will say, will be happy for a guy like me to take them out to like those restaurants. And yes, like, especially Cheesecake Factory, man, that shit ain't cheap.
Bro,
you get a high quality cheesecake. Come on now. Where you want me to take you to? The Aria or something?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Like number 4, they got me with that one. I'm not gonna mispronounce it anymore. I ain't trying to get Taj upset. Homie, kind of diesel. But as far as like Olive Garden and Cheesecake Factory, yeah, they pretty. I wouldn't say like, man, they ain't 5-star restaurants, but shit. I mean. They pretty decent spots, got good like drink specials and stuff. Applebee's, Chili's, it's pretty common, but still should be nothing to frown upon. But yeah, so this top 5, I'm with you on that, M3. I'm like, damn, like they start the list off with cheesecake. They're like, shut that down.
That shit ridiculous, bro.
But all right, we'll go ahead. We'll go through the 6 through 10 now. So I'll go ahead and read those out. So number 6 on the list, they got the movies. 7, Your House. They just put Your House. They ain't elaborate enough. Number 8, any fast food chain. 9, Buffalo Wild Wings. And 10, Wingstop. So what y'all thoughts on that? I'll start with Jessie first. Let me. What's your take on this, Jessie? This next 5.
All right. First of all, Wingstop is a no for me. I'm not like, no. Maybe if it was like, like. Grab some food and then go chill at the house, but like I can see some scenario, very few scenarios where it's gonna be like your house as the date spot, like first date. It's, maybe if you knew each other already before, like I get it, but if you like just meeting them, that your house, their house, all of that is off limits. Hell to the no.
You say it
But
for the
yeah,
first date?
yeah, for the first date, that's a
Okay.
no. Yeah, that's a no. Any fast food chain, absolutely not. Don't do it. Yeah, that's not first date material places either. I can see why that's on the list. That one should stay on the list.
All right, let
Don't
me
take
get
nobody to no
M3's
fast
take
food
on
joint.
that.
Yeah, I would say from like 6 to 10, like now that's a little bit reasonable of why like you shouldn't take them on a first date. I wouldn't want to take no stranger to my house. I mean, well, unless if like we want to have like a conducive business meeting, you know what I mean? But
I like that.
fast food chains like I wouldn't want to take them to no fast food chain because I wouldn't even want to go to no fast food chain. So especially like on a first date, that is pretty much like speaking on your personalized character of who you are as a guy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, Wayne Stark again. If you try and like take it to go, and then maybe go somewhere else, like maybe to a park or whatever for like lunch, and then like you do something like really big afterwards, I could kind of see that. To the movies, absolutely not, because you're not gonna really have like no intimacy like at the movies. But a lot of people think here's a misconception. A lot of people think that if we go see a movie, right? Maybe might see a scary movie. Maybe she might put her arms around me, but it's totally like the opposite of that. You're not
That's
going to
some
have
real
the
shit.
conversation to get to her ear. You know what I mean? To make her fall in love with you. And as they all say, women fall in love through their ears, as we fall in love through their looks most of the time. So
Oh, okay.
the movies is definitely out.
Man,
Ladies and
damn.
gentlemen, what M3 was just talking about was called game. If y'all didn't catch it, you did read between the lines on that. That's called game for y'all. But Taj, what did you think between that 6 and 10?
I agree 100% with them three. Though I don't know, you guys kind of lose me with the whole movies because I've taken plenty of women out to the movies just to see the damn movie. Um, you know, I, I don't know. Obviously not my house. I'm not bringing a stranger to my
Yeah,
house. You know what I mean? So I can get that. Uh, but I'm different. At the end of this, I'll say my whole thing. But I'm different, man. I don't know. I luckily and I'm thankful. I haven't come across a lot of women that are like this. They're pretty much original like myself. They're not stuck. But
yeah.
I mean, this here, looking at this is ridiculous, bro. And I feel bad for any man who will listen to this list because you're losing. You don't really know your worth if you follow this shit, bro. I'm
I,
just
I
looking at
like
it. I'm
that. We
laughing at
definitely
it,
gonna
man.
circle back on that, Taj.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come back
man.
on that.
The movies, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I mean, it kind of makes sense from a standpoint of like, man, you do want to like have that conversation and stuff. Because I'm a movie buff, we do movie reviews and stuff. So it's like, you ain't talking to me. I remember a long time ago, I went to the movies. This is when like the X-Men first came out. I went on a date with somebody and man, we were talking through the whole movie. She was like, what power would you wish you could have? I'm like, the one that could like shut you up. So I was like, it was a bad hobby, yeah, because I was just locked in. I was like, hey, man, I've had comic books and stuff, growing up.
I
She
got
was just
comic
like
books too.
talking, yeah. So I was just like, yeah, it turned me off. So I could see that one. Definitely
Hell
Wingstop.
yeah, bro.
That'd be kind of awkward,
Shit, you want some wings,
eating
bro?
some.
We got a wing stop right around the corner.
Oh, I love
Come on.
Wingstop, but I can see why they wouldn't want to eat no wings. They could have chicken all in their teeth and stuff.
Man, look.
I'm gonna put it to you like
Then
this:
bring a
if a
damn
chick
toothbrush. Then bring a toothbrush.
Hey, if a chick eats some Wingstop with you on a first date and she cool with it, lock her up. That's a keeper. That's definitely a hood joint though.
He ain't lying. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with
You gonna eat some chicken and roll some dice in the park and shit. Yeah, she could be out there with a toothpick, like, doing one of them numbers and shit. Y'all gonna have some
it.
40
Stupid,
ounces.
bro.
What's going on, Manic?
I'd be
What
right
up?
there
What up?
beside her.
But all right, we just started on the list 1 through 10. So you could like pull it if you could see the list right now. So the first 10, we just got through 6 through 10 right now. We stopped at the Wingstop one, but first one was Cheesecake Factory. 2 was Applebee's on the list. 3 is Chili's. 4, I'm not even gonna say it. I just found out I've been saying this wrong for like 10 years. Thanks my man. I said Chipotle.
Man, say what it is.
You gotta say it. I gotta hear it.
Chipotle.
Yeah, no, that's not it. That's
Thank
not
you.
it.
That's not it.
Thank you, bro.
That's not.
Are y'all sure
that's
y'all
not
just
it.
ain't wrong?
Thank you.
Nah, that's not it. Can't let you
Tell
go
him
out
what
like
it
that.
is. Tell him
It's
what it is.
Chipotle.
Thank you.
Chipotle.
So what? Say it again.
It's Chipotle.
How'd you know that?
I read it.
So you say
Hey,
you got a
put some
disability
respect
or
on that
something?
name.
I'm saying if golf, if reading was a golf, they might be giving you a handicap of a couple points.
Oh shit!
Shit, man.
Coming in hot.
I feel you. I appreciate you guys for making me feel like shit. I don't know if that was y'all intention waking up in this morning being assholes, but
I mean, you know,
yeah,
we
y'all
got your
definitely.
back.
I can't believe my wife let me go through like that. I've been saying this for years. I'm a cut
she
her off
say
when we get
nothing?
out this.
And she,
Nothing,
yeah, man, she
dog.
don't
For
fuck
real?
with you like,
Dang,
Hell
fuck
no.
with you like that. She let you walk into a wall.
Y'all think she loves me then?
All
Cause she ain't never say nothing. She just I be going into the place too. I be like, hey, let me get this.
Bro, that's
She
all
just
love
allows
right
me to
there.
go with it. I
That
might,
shit.
you know, she might be a
Nah,
writer.
she's just waiting for the right time. You know, one little
Oh, yeah?
argument. She's like, that's why you can't fucking say Chipotle right. You just wait for it. Y'all just ain't had that argument yet. She's waiting for it.
You
She's
said it's gonna
plotting.
come out all at once, huh?
Yeah.
She's using that. That's like an ammo. What they call like that, like card in their
I'm tired
pocket.
of you. I'm tired of you lifting up the toilet seat and leaving it up. I'm tired of you mispronouncing Chipotle. It's gonna
Got
You
you.
haven't heard about it yet. You're doing enough shit right.
Oh, no doubt. Okay, I like that, Jesse.
You're
That's what I'm
doing
saying,
enough
man.
shit right.
That's why I love having Jesse. Just that happy presence. Fuck Manic. All right, but number 5 on the list is Olive Garden. Number 6, the movies. 7, your house. 8, any fast food chain. 9, Buffalo Wild Wings. And 10, Wingstop. So what's your take on those first 10? What would you, any pushback on those? Any ones you agree with?
I mean, I'm looking at all the first 10. I'm looking at them like those are all good spots to take women on a first date, on any date. Those are, except for the your house part. Like, I mean, that's a good second date. I don't know about the first one, but not the your house. The your house made me laugh. Yeah.
Okay, what about Wingstop?
Oh, Wingstop is cool. See, the thing is about this list. I don't know if we're gonna get into it right now, but just
Hold on, listen, because you were Taj was heading in that same direction.
Okay.
I like where y'all going with that.
I'll pull back. We go through the whole list. No problems with the first 10.
I said your eyes; they were like gleaming. I know where you're going with that.
Yeah,
You're spot on. But my man Taj was like already hit on that. We go definitely elaborate on that.
Start cooking.
But let me ask you on you said the second date for your house.
Yeah.
What would you be doing on that second date?
Oh, you know, there's so many things to do at my house. I have food. I have alcohol. I have a foosball table. And I have a nice, you know, a nice size TV. You know, we could watch a movie, you know, keep it chill, you know, and then have some good. I got the little fireplace, you know, cut the lights out, have a little ambiance, you know, just have a conversation. That's
In
what
other
we do at my
words,
house.
you trying to fuck.
No.
It sound like you trying to fuck.
Why are you beating around the bush, man? You was describing
man,
sounded very platonic.
You know, just having a nice casual conversation, you know.
Oh, okay.
With the nice ambiance, you know, the little yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Okay. Any 90s R&B music?
Absolutely. What would it be without
He gonna listen to
90s
Donnell
R&B? Yeah.
Turn off some Donnell Jones.
90s R&B, we got 2000s R&B. Yeah.
I like what my man M3 said about it. What did he say? Business meeting. But all right, I'll go ahead and continue down the list. All right, so we're starting with number 11. All right, Red Lobster, 12 a buffet,
Red Lobster for real?
13 IHOP, 14 Denny's, and 15 the gym. And I'll pause there, and I'll start with Taj first for this block. What's your take on any of these? Any pushback? Any
Yo,
ones you agree with?
I'm stuck on Red Lobster, man. The hell is wrong with these women, man? This a real
I don't
list.
know.
This ain't fake. This is real.
Yeah, this is real, man.
It says the worst dating spots.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
put Red Lobster in here.
What is wrong with Red Lobster, bro? Like we talking about lobster?
Yo, you
Wow.
finna go broke if you go to Red Lobster, man. You know how high Red Lobster is? Yo, you going to Wingstop with me, my nigga. Like, you tripping. You tripping. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm looking through this whole list right now. I can't believe my eyes. I'm gonna have to wait. I got pass on this, y'all.
Oh, okay.
This is crazy.
Jesse, any pushback? Anything you agree with for the next the 11 through 15?
I agree with the gym. I mean, Denny's, IHOP, like you still sitting down having a conversation. If it depends. Like the woman don't want to go. It's like, all right, this is what we got to work with. Like IHOP is good, Denny's is good food, good conversation. I can understand like in the situation with a certain person might not, like can dig it, but these are good. These are definitely good spots. Man. Red Lobster, IHOP, Denny's, gym. I would say no. I would say no to the gym.
What about
And
the
that's just 'cause
buffet?
you're not
Y'all
going.
cool with the
Nah,
buffet?
the buffet. It depends on the buffet, because like, hey, you can go to freaking Texas Day Brazil and it's buffet, or go to Captain George's and it's a buffet. So I wouldn't rule out the buffet just for that.
But no Golden Corral and shit.
Yeah, I'm not eating that Golden Corral, let alone taking somebody on a date to Golden Corral. Look, yeah, somebody offered to take me to Golden Corral, I'm gonna like gently steer them away from that place. Like, yeah, not with it.
I can't
Not with it at all.
All right, M3. Well, you got any pushback for 11 to 15? Anything sticks out, or
Look, man, I'm gonna say
what's
this.
your take on?
You can never sleep on the buffets, man. Like, look, I understand some people may not like Golden Corral or a few other places, but hey, that's where it's at. I mean, look, if you think about it logically, you're getting more from what you're spending. All you can eat, you cannot go wrong with that. Now, she's bougie and want you to spend a little bit more for something that's less, then maybe she's not the one for you. I ain't gonna lie. I like a girl that knows how to utilize good options. And the buffet is definitely a good option, in my opinion.
Okay,
Call me cheap, but I love those buffets though. As far as like Denny's, IHOP, I mean, I probably want to take them like to an IHOP or Denny's for a first date. Now the gym might be interesting though. See, it depends if you really meet like a fitness type of girl. If she's like heavily into fitness or whatever, I mean, you can't really go wrong with it, but definitely take her out somewhere afterwards, I would say.
Okay. Nah, I like that. All right, Manic.
I'm with it.
What about 11 through 15 on that?
Oh, 11 through 15. Not to give Taj too much pushback, but the whole Red Lobster thing, I think there's nothing wrong with Red Lobster first and foremost. That's definitely a good spot. I think though that it's like one of those first spots you think of when you're younger. So I feel like it only made the list because women have probably been taken here before, because it's it's a well established like high end place, especially when you're younger.
I'm gonna give you some pushback after you're done.
I see where you're going with it though.
Yeah. So it's like when you fresh out of high school or even in high school, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna really go above and beyond. Like Red Lobster is like the first spot to like high end when you're like very young, because you don't really understand the different levels of like nice restaurants or whatnot. So as far as the chains, it's like luxury chain. When you're looking at it from that lens, but looking at it from the woman's perspective, like she's probably already been there multiple times of like a guy trying to like impress her, in the younger stages. So I see why that made the list only for that reason. But I think all from 11 through, well, you said 11 through 15?
Yeah, 11 to 15.
Yeah, I think 11 through 15, they're all the same with the exception of the gym. I think the gym is an excellent spot for a date, depending on the type of person that you're going for. Like if you are a person who hits the gym hard and she's a person that hits the gym hard, that's a perfect spot because you guys can see each other's like intensity. You guys can see each other's like, the dynamic of it. You can find out if this could be your gym bae. That's a real thing. And more importantly, or not more importantly, but also if, a woman sees you, like I work out. I know there's a few people on the panel that work out pretty heavily as well. So if, we meet a woman and she's like, hey, I want to get in shape. I want to start working out and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, all right, you say you want it. Let's go to the gym. Like, let's see if you put your money where your mouth is. Let's see if you're not just talking because you see me in shape and, you see me getting it, or you're really about that life where you'll come to a place where, I'm very familiar with and I can like show you a few things. So I think that can be a very nice and fun, like flirtatious date. You just got to make sure you go at the right time.
Let me give you a scenario. That's too logical. We got to mix it up a little bit. So say I got a beer gut, don't work out, and I just want to see her in some yoga pants. Is the gym a good spot?
Say that shit.
Well, I mean, if you just want to see her in some yoga pants, no, it's terrible. That's a terrible idea because you're going to expose yourself. You're going to expose what you're lacking, and then you're going to bring her. You're going to bring her to a location where everybody in the gym probably looks better than you. So it's just like it's going to put.
I didn't think that out in that scenario. So yeah.
Oh,
you got a beer gut. You just want to see something. Don't go there.
That's the wrong spot. You're gonna find out a lot about her too in the process.
Yeah. Or plot twist. Maybe she's like a super insecure woman and she's like, I want the guy who's like lower tier so I can like, control him, manipulate him. And, like he won't leave me. He won't have other options because I'm going to be so much better then yeah, maybe if you're dealing with one of those rare, I think they're a little weird and definitely insecure type women, then yeah, that might work with the beer gut and the gym scenario.
All right. The only one I kind of get pushed back on is Denny's, and I think that's depending on where you live, because they can range from like.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, like nothing's like elite. You're never gonna see elite Denny's, but I mean, like if they're in like a bad area, it's like the Waffle House, man. They range like so. Yeah. It's dependent where you're at.
Yeah, we can do one in our area. It's okay, but like
yeah. You mess around and go in the wrong places. The Denny's, man, that could be like life threatening. So yeah, I don't know about the Denny's. IHOP probably for like a first date. Probably want to do breakfast, but I do like breakfast, so it just depends. But yeah, Denny's, I have to get some pushback on that. But I like what y'all said about the gym. That makes sense. But all right, I'll go ahead, go through the list. So 16, church. 17 star.
What? What? He's right. Are you talking about church is chicken or are you talking about church?
No, just regular church. They capitalize it. Yeah, they put respect on it. So they put 16 church, 17 Starbucks, 18 coffee dates, 19 ice cream dates, and 20 family functions. We'll pause there. Which y'all take on that? Ooh. I'll just keep it open ended. Whoever want to jump in.
I'll say no to family functions.
I agree on that.
Big no. I have to agree on that. No.
Shit, I'll go to a family function.
I mean, imagine it, but imagine, Taj, if you don't know this woman that well, and she invites you to, the family function. It's just going to be weird because either there's going to be one of two dynamics. There's going to be the dynamics of like, God, she's finally got somebody like that she's bringing around, or it's going to be like, here comes another one that she's bringing around. But either way, people are going to pick at you. And with family functions, you have different family members who have completely different approaches. So, some people might try to oh, hey, what's your name? What you do? Woo, woo, woo. Like, just getting information on you. And then other ones might just be on some like pressing you for no reason because they feel empowered that they got all the family members around. It's just an awkward scenario.
But Taj, you said you'll go to her family function.
I'll go to her family function.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Get some free food, get some drink, cut and Pete. You know what I'm saying? It's that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, look, if they got questions, I got answers. But
I feel you. I feel
I'm
you.
there to have a good ass time. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they are gonna press you,
Yeah.
especially like if she in a certain age range, and she the one without no kid and stuff. They could be plot. They be like, hey, lock this in.
How many
What's
kids
your
you got?
intention? Somebody's
Yo,
gonna ask
I've been
you,
asked
what's your
that. I've been
intention?
asked that.
Somebody gonna come to you and be like, "What is your intention?" Like, hey,
How many
What's
kids
your
you got?
response for that?
You want any
I've
more
been asked
kids?
that. The number one question I've been asked is how many kids you got. I'm like, damn, yo, it's not
Off-
even if
off
I got
rip.
kids, it's how many I have. It's like that.
And it's like,
Okay.
hey, do you want any more? or where are their mothers? What's the relationship you got
Yo,
with them?
I've heard that too. I heard that too.
Yeah.
Like, where the mother? Like, go get the
No.
fuck out
If
here.
you was coming, you was coming to the family reunion. I have a cousin. I'm
All
gonna
right,
press you.
Thanks, y'all. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I
That
think
shit
I'll
ain't
skip the
happening.
family function.
Yeah.
Hearing
That
this.
shit ain't happening,
First
bro.
date, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, the jerk is my cousin. Jesse's my cousin.
We got some
M3's
crazy
my
family
cousin.
members too.
We all
What
we're
is-
gonna circle you. And just
Oh,
make
yeah,
you
I'm
feel
applying pressure.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Oh
Right.
shit, yeah, bro. I appreciate that. That ain't happening no more.
And then you say you gonna be
Nigga.
drinking too, so there's gonna be a little liquor in there involved. Oh, we all getting rowdy because
Right, it's that trap.
everybody wants to stomp somebody out.
Taj
Especially
say
when
you
you're
gonna be
around
out there
family members.
sipping E&J and shit,
Hey, look, man,
living life.
you got to take advantage of some free food.
Hey, but you know,
Yeah.
I heard a story right from one of my viewers, and they shared a story about this time when she brought her boyfriend to a family function. Okay, mixed race or whatever, but the guy came to a family function. The woman had like at least like 5 brothers and cousins too, and it was like, so you like my sister, right? He was like, yeah. How bad do you like her? You love her? All the other interrogating questions. That he answered all the questions and all that. And I was like, hey, well, to be a part of the family, you want to get jumped. And he was like, what?
Hey,
We
bro,
gotta jump you in.
And
That shit sound like a set, boy. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
hell no. It's like, this is where I go ahead and.
But the crazy part is
All
like,
right,
so
dog.
like all
He's
5
like, I
of her
jumped
brothers
in.
jumped him, right?
You said what?
All
They
5 of her
jumped him?
brothers jumped him. Okay, so her 5 brothers jumped. And here's the thing. Okay, so her brothers is black, right? And the guy that she dated, right, was Asian.
I was like, we knew they were black when they talking about jumping somebody in, but go ahead.
Right. So I don't know. Maybe they felt like they was going to have a one up this guy, but whatever moves this dude pulled out, right? He put out some sharp Bruce Lee type of moves, right, and pretty much put them all down to sleep. And, and from that moment, she was like, "Hey," she knew like that guy was the one for her, But I was like, man, like I don't know how I would have been in that type of situation. I was like, hey, man, I don't take fights that lightly though, but you ain't gonna be jumping me, man. I'm gonna find some type of way. So
that's hilarious.
I'm gonna respectfully decline that jumping in. I'm like, nah, you got it. She's for the streets. Yeah.
I would have pulled a race card on their asses. I'm like, you know what?
Go to Wingstop with me.
I'm tired of y'all black asses. I'm going. Like, I ain't doing it.
Like, I'm gonna make y'all sign this bill before y'all try to jump me, bro. But
we can play a pickup basketball game. We could do other activities. We can play cornhole. I ain't gonna jump.
I'm gonna she didn't want to go to Wingstop with me. No
We
way.
can play spades. We can play chess.
Fuck
Shit,
yeah.
we can go out to bowl. We can go bowling, bro. Like we ain't got to.
You can't go bowling, bro. That's on the worst date
like
list.
That's one of the worst date nights.
That's
Bowling's off the
insane.
table.
But let me ask you, what about church?
Watch what you say.
That is insane.
Wait, would you ever do the church thing?
I think church is cool. Depends on how the relationship is. Like if it's like your first meeting the person, I probably would avoid it because that raises a lot of questions. Because it's like, oh, you brought your little friend here. Like, what's going on? It's like, oh no, it's just a guy I met, or this is just a girl I met. Like, it's a lot because when you go to church and they're not there with you, so I'm like, hey, where's your friend? How serious is this? How are they doing? I haven't seen you with your friend. your little friend. Yeah, it's just like, oh, you got a new little friend. You're bringing a new little friend, and you got to stop being out here in these streets. And like, for a guy or a woman, it gives off the impression of like something is much deeper than what it actually is. So,
Damn, I sure brought my church sound effects out.
yeah, I'm on fire. I'm on fire tonight.
Yeah, that sounds like some player situations you've been in.
No. Just take that back.
I mean, to be honest with you, taking a woman out to church though, like, I mean,
I wouldn't do that. It's a little intimate.
Yeah,
that's like, next level.
Yeah, let's like, like you really just like pinpoint this woman, and you like, okay, like she's definitely like the one. She's definitely God's child or something. But I mean, honestly, if you was like the type of dude, right, that you just want to smash or whatever. The church is like the worst place, man, because now you're playing with her psyche, you're playing with her conscience or whatever. You got her thinking that you're like this good, like Christian type of dude, right? I don't know, man. Like it just, to me, man, like that wouldn't even be on the list, though.
Yeah, that's definitely some manipulation shit. Now that I'm here,
Yeah.
Because even the gym, I'll take the gym off because, if I get what y'all kind of saying, because it's just one of those things. It don't work out, man. You take somebody to a place like that you kind of go. They might start showing up. Then you got that awkward shit. So yeah, no, I definitely leave that off. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was thinking as far as the gym, because they got those 24-hour anytime fitness. I was thinking like a late night gym session where it's like literally y'all just there and you like showing her, the ropes of like different workouts and stuff like that.
Go to her gym if she got one. Like I would recommend going. Not to mess up your environment.
Not to mess up your environment. So she shows up.
I mean, most like 24-hour fitness usually have like a basketball gym, anyways, right? You try and give that love in basketball, Manic.
Yeah, Manic on some movie
I do hoop. Right. Play me for my heart.
Right.
You want my
you
heart?
Say you want to dunk on her, huh?
Yeah. I'd have crossed her up, then stepped over like AI.
Step on her back.
Get these buckets. I'm talking crazy. I'm talking reckless. Like, get over here. Where you going? In your face. Like, it's I'm too competitive when it comes to basketball. So
yeah, I'm with you.
You better take that L, like, for but no, I was gonna say for now you better take that L, right? As far as like, over love, right? But hey, I mean, I guess an L is an L, right?
Manic said he gonna smoke her.
Over love?
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting the W. Like,
you gonna get the W?
I'm not losing to a woman. No. Like, even if she plays professional basketball, if she's within my like, height, weight range, I'm cooking her. I don't care what level she played at. I'm on the record.
So even if she put love on the line like like in the movie, you just gonna smoke her, huh?
I'm cooking her.
But what if she outcook you though? What if she burn you?
Right.
If she beats me,
it's gonna break your pride.
No, it won't break my pride. I'll be impressed. She might get my heart at that point. I might just, hey, I'm hanging.
I was about to talk some shit. I'm about to say, hey, have y'all ever saw like a WNBA game? Have y'all ever watched? They be missing layups and shit. Y'all serious?
Hey, now I want to speak on the coffee days because
yeah, go ahead on that.
We're definitely big on that. Since like our coffee logo is like the logo of knowledge from relationship. So
that struck a nerve, huh?
The funny thing is, I'm appalled. I mean, I drink coffee though, but I'm a strong advocate for that, right? Because I believe, right, at least something that's more on the safe side, just trying to get to know before you take it to the big stuff. At least like be willing to like go on a coffee date. You tell me no about that, you're definitely not the one.
Hell
and there's other women that ask, right?
Coffee date is simple, simplistic, and you get more intimate conversation, man. Get to talk to somebody and get to know them.
Exactly. Yeah, and if you're not feeling me, man, like at least, man, you could just like take your coffee, be like, all right, cool, and then just go out the door. I mean, I understand that a lot of women will try to press me on that because I did get into a debatable discussion of, from this woman why coffee dates is like the worst idea, and her idea was more like, okay, they like the ambiance. They want to feel like, okay, that you really care for them by the amount that you spend on them. And I'm like, look, man, like, regardless, if I feel like you're the one for me, I'm going to go all out anyway. But first, I gotta do my little check real quick. You know, this like a pre-qualification test. If you could test like on a coffee date without grumbling or giving me an attitude, then I definitely know that I could take you out to somewhere else. But coffee dates, hashtag coffee dates, yeah, man, I'm a strong advocate for it.
Yeah,
Take a girl
yeah,
on a
definitely.
coffee or Jamba Juice.
No, I agree with you. I think it's, man, you should be trying to like vet that person both sides. Like they should be getting together, see if it's like even worth those next I'll say phases in a relationship, because it's like you go ask them questions, it's brief, you get an awkward vibe from either side, man, you could just cut ties like you saying, it's convenient. So it's just like the fact that people don't want to do that, to me it highlights like you're looking for something different, and that's probably why you have terrible relationships and stuff. So I like what you were saying. And we're gonna jump into that. Let's go ahead and jump down the list though, because I want to circle back to some of these, because I know like Taj, all you guys were breaking down points, and we definitely need to highlight that. But all right, so 21 movie night. They got Netflix, Hulu. 22 somewhere that requires a long drive.
Oh.
23 bowling. Damn, I didn't even realize bowling was on there, man.
What the hell, bro?
Yeah. 24 nightclubs and 25 hookah bar. I'll pause there. So, what y'all take on this segment?
Yo, this
Man,
whole,
fuck that.
this
I
whole
love
shit.
bowling though.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yo.
What is wrong with going bowling
Thank
on
you.
a first date? What?
This is
kidding me?
insane. This is insane,
Look.
man.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna tell you this though, right? And think about this. This is real talk. If a woman don't like you to take her out to bowling, right? Then she's definitely not the one. That means that she's not a fun type of woman for you to be around with. That means she's gonna be super serious. She's gonna be nagging at you all day, all night long, or whatever. You can't even have fun. Don't even make a joke. You know what I mean? That might be insensitive. So if she don't want to go bowling, man, then that means that she's not a fun type of girl. And I'm not talking about a fun type of girl. It's like, like a Brittany Renner type of fun girl, but she got at least have like some type of, you know what I mean? Add some fun in her life. I would say it like that.
No, I agree with you, because I think bowling, man, that's like the perfect combination, man. You get some food there, man. You can get a pitcher of beer. You could, like, it's fun. So yeah, I definitely agree. I think they put that on the list. Whoever did that, man, they probably got that uptight personality, man. Like you said, they just gonna be a drag on the relationship. So bowling definitely, I could agree with that. Somewhere that requires a long drive, because I don't want to be driving with your awkward ass, and I gotta like keep sparking up all these conversations and stuff. So I agree with that.
I like the long drive.
Thank you, Manic.
Yeah,
I was about to
like
say
the
that
long
too,
drive.
for real.
Y'all serious?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a talker, so it's just like now it's a long drive. I get to, but I mean, I'm a talker, but I'm an even better listener. So with a long drive, I'd be able to listen and really get to know you. I'd ask the right questions.
That's some serial killer shit.
And really take
my drive like to the woods and shit.
Nah, I'm not. Oh, no one said we're going to the woods. Hold on. No one said we're going to the woods. We're going to a nice location, but the long drive means that we'll be able.
This is your first date, like, man, like you can't even look the person in the eyes, man. This is
not on a first date, but
no, that's what I'm saying. But this is the first date.
Fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if I'm vibing, we can do it on a first date. If I'm vibing with somebody and like we've communicated through like text messaging, calls, FaceTime, and stuff like that, like do a long drive.
I guess I just like sitting across. I like spitting that game. I need to look at your eyes, and so that would just be weird. I'm just driving and stuff, and I wouldn't want to do a long drive.
Driving, listening to music, I might throw on a song. I might start singing. I sing in the car now, so.
Oh no doubt. What song would you sing?
You not alone.
Oh, whatever.
Making
song,
my way
whatever
downtown, walking fast.
I'm gonna sing
those car in traffic. She gonna be like, I can't take this shit. Weirdos.
Oh, you know what? I left something back at the house, so we're gonna have to just go back and just.
Okay, I got you. So you and Taj are Il3 and Jessie. What about the long drive for y'all? Yeah.
Long drive, nah, not for the first date. Nah. We gotta have a conversation. We gotta, we gotta feel each other out,
Yeah.
Going on a long drive, that's more reserved for like second, third, we get there, you know, later on down the road. But like,
So Jesse,
yeah.
just to be honest, do you think Taj and Manic are weird for that?
Nah, I mean, nah,
No,
I
no.
don't think
Jesse
they're
always giving some
weird.
diplomatic. I like
Nah,
Jesse. Jesse,
No, no, no.
I don't think they're. I
Jesse
don't
said the
motherfuckers are
key
weird.
word.
Jesse.
Jesse said the key word there. Jesse said, if y'all listen, Jesse said, hey, you know, I want to get to know somebody that's like reserved for the second or third date. But I'm saying though, like if you
Yeah,
already having conversation, you know,
yeah. I
not
like.
just
I
via
Don't
like
be
text
trying to
like
message.
clean
long
this up.
drive, like
No, 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 no.
hour and a
You
half,
gotta you
2
gotta
hours.
give him
Don't
the
be
I
trying
like
to put
that.
your
scenario
weirdo
properly.
serial killer spin
You
on
gotta
this.
Yeah,
you gotta give them the scenario properly. The proper scenario is like, hey, I'm vibing with this woman. You know, we've exchanged text messages. We've moved on to actually having phone conversations. Phone conversations are lit. They're hitting. We did some FaceTime. Yeah, yeah. I feel comfortable to actually be in this person's presence. You know, for a nice long drive,
Mm.
and we have good conversation. Listen to some music. Let her. I share my playlist. She shares hers. You know, we see where we.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Then she
If
should
you've
be
been, yeah,
comfortable to make that
if you've
long
been
drive to see
talked
you
to them
then.
before, yeah, if
yeah,
you've been talking beforehand, yeah, I get it.
absolutely.
You got a level of rapport, like then yeah, cool. But
Jesse, don't
like,
let them off the hook. They try to
Nah,
pull
but
you into this fuckery,
nah,
Jesse.
nah,
but
nah. It's
nah.
not.
First off, like you
Yeah,
just
no,
met
no, no, no.
them,
First
like
off,
yeah,
I,
like you just met this person, like you want to invite them out. I'm not thinking of long
yeah,
drive
yeah,
first date scenario. Nah, nah,
yeah.
we
I'm
keep
not
it
thinking of
light.
that either.
Yeah,
So
long
We keep
drive.
it
Where you
light.
live? South Dakota?
Or
Like,
we can do something,
you can't,
you know,
you can't
something
find no shit in the
adventurous,
general area.
you know,
Like, we gotta
somewhere we
go
can
like
interact.
some
Yeah,
coastal scenic stuff.
drive
M3, what
somewhere
you about to
interesting.
say though? I think. Sorry to cut you off.
No, 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 you good. Like, no, I feel you guys, man. I want to be making a long drive anyway. Even like for some of like the women that I was close to back then, right? Invited me out to like, you know, like a booty call, man, but it was too far for me. So I was like, I had to pass that. I was like, man, it's 2 a.m., man. I ain't make that long drive out there.
no, no. We're talking about a long drive with the person. We're not talking about like driving to go see them or them
Nah, but
Oh
driving.
he was
shit,
saying he
drive.
wouldn't even do that with the person.
No, no. He was saying he was like a long drive. Like, hey, I'm gonna go
I
all the
thought
way
I
over
was like
here to
I
see
thought you
this.
was talking about long drive to see the
See?
person.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're not talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
We're
My
talking
bad,
about an
man.
intimate setting in a car. You know, you got the right temperature going. You got the nice little vibes going. The
Boy, he
music
lobbying.
playing.
He going. He going.
Why you
Yeah,
brushing this shit up?
He
Like
lobbying.
number
yeah. You
22
built a rapport.
says somewhere
You
that
built a
requires a long
rapport.
drive. That's what's on the
You
list. Don't be
built
trying to like
you
touch
built
it up.
you built a rapport with the woman. Y'all have a nice little vibe going on. So yeah, the
He
drive
put
will be
whipped cream
nice and
on this
smooth.
joint.
I
And
mean,
you got some good tires on the whip, so the ride is just real
Sprinkles,
smooth.
throwing sprinkles on
He,
top
Well, it
of
would make sense. Like, I mean, a
he
good
got some
rapport with
hubcaps and some
anyone,
Pirellis, some old
right?
Pirelli tires.
The Pirelli's hitting in the
I wouldn't
summer.
mind doing like a
He
long
got a
drive with the
massage
person with
chair
a
in his
good rapport.
passenger
Yeah,
seat.
But
Yeah,
Fine.
I got
Look,
got the
got
massage. In the
yeah,
summertime, you got the ventilated seats, so the air
got
conditioner is
chinchilla
just
carpet in the seat in the floor. Just take your shoes off. Just rub your toes in that fur right there. It's
he
fine.
he got a Honda Civic with a BMW bumper. Talk about the
oh man,
ambiance.
the ambiance. Yeah.
But nah, like they got nightclubs and hookah bar. That's iffy, depending on the spot. You know, so I'll give them that.
mm,
Hookah bar could be pretty dope.
No, I like hookah bars. That's
Hookah
what I'm
bar
saying.
is
That
really chill.
okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, it's
nightclubs.
chill vibes in the hookah bar.
I
Yeah,
mean,
nightclubs is
right.
tricky. If it's a lounge where you know they're not playing the music too loud, where y'all can actually hear each other, you know, good chill vibe, then that would make sense. But like if it's one of those like packed, can't
I
hear
would say,
shit, then yeah,
I
that
would
would be
say
a
like
bad
it's like
one.
more like age dependent, right? Like so.
That's a good point.
For like a nightclub, I mean, if you like, you know, in your young 20s or whatever, like I could kind of see that. But you know, like in your late 30s or early 40s, I'm like, it's kind of played out, in my opinion.
Nah, agree.
But I definitely probably want to do that on the first date though, because if you think about it, you take a woman on the first date for a nightclub, you're running into like a lot of competition. You run into a bunch of drunk dudes or whatever that you ain't you ain't gonna have the energy to try to like fight them off or whatever, because unless like they got you in your feelings and you're in your pride or whatever. But I can't really see myself being in a situation where it makes it look like I'm fighting over a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a
So
bad environment. I agree with you.
yeah.
People be acting out too much. Too many. So let's go ahead. We'll finish out the list, and that way we can like break it down, like what this kind of means, like the fact that they wrote this down, this whole list. So 26, a bar for just drinks. They tripping. 27, Waffle House, and 28, sport events.
This list says sport events. The fuck?
Sport.
Yeah.
Sports events are lit.
You definitely
First
not the
off.
you definitely not the woman for me, yo. If you can't, nah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
sport
Nah,
events, sporting events. That's lit. A bar for just drinks. That's definitely lit because
Yeah.
Absolutely.
there's nothing else to do but actually have a conversation.
No, I agree with you. Because when I saw the bar for drinks, it's like, do you even want to get to know the dude? Or are you just, it seemed like you just trying to get a free meal and
You want to be
like
treated.
you don't want to have no interaction. You don't want no intimate setting. Because like you said, like, man, when you get drinks, man, you can actually sit there, talk. You open up more. You have a good vibe and shit. So yeah, I don't understand. Waffle House,
Yeah,
definitely
wow.
understand that.
Wow.
I'm doing Waffle House at Denny's.
What's wrong with the Waffle House?
I like the Waffle House, so
Yeah, it's a regional, I guess, what area you're in.
facts. Waffle House is definitely very. But I think if a woman went on a Waffle House date with me, I would be like, yo, she's cool. She's not on some like extra, I think M3 said it, not on no extra bougie stuff. She's just like, just enjoys me so much that it don't matter where we go. She's just going to be cool. And that's the qualities you could see in somebody in a relationship that's like sustainable for a long time. It's like, it don't matter really where you go. So because we finished the list, I'm just going to say like, if a woman's feeling you, it don't matter where you go. Although you can take them to any one of those spots, they're gonna be okay with it. And if they're not okay with it, that's the red flag that you need. That hey, man, this woman is just not for you because she's gonna be okay with it for somebody else. You're just not that guy for her.
Is that the sentiment y'all kind of have too?
Yeah, I feel what Manic is saying. I mean, overall, man, like you want somebody that's gonna like you for you. And I understand, like, you don't want to just take it to like just any place, like, that you want to take your own self to. But hey, you gotta do what, like, what makes you feel happy first. And I think a lot of times men, we go out to like all these extravagant places to try like to make them feel happy when on the inside we're not feeling happy. Our pockets are not happy. So I think we need to start like, having a self-care for ourselves. I'm not saying like just be selfish, but I feel like it would be easier to like find like the right type of woman who's going to be by your side. Like, if she's down to like, travel wherever you want to go. I mean, remember, you're the one that's like inviting her out to a date. So you're leading like the situation. Don't let the woman like lead you and say, well, I don't want to go to Waffle House. You know what I mean? I want to go to like Olive Garden or something. Yeah, I mean, well, even though they don't like Olive Garden on that list, but I'm just doing that example.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree with y'all, man. I almost think nowadays, like,
you guys do.
Yeah, my take is like, I think if they don't want to go to any of these spots, and I think me and you was breaking it down, like we were talking about it like a while ago, Manic, where we're just like, weed them out off the jump. If they not willing to go to anything, I'll give a Wingstop. Any chick that wants to eat Wingstop on the first date, I might just like roll out. But so I give them a couple ones on there. But anything else, it's just like I think, man, you go to the minimal, and I like what M3 was saying earlier about the coffee date, like the convenience of it. It's like, man, we're supposed to be talking, getting to know each other, and if you can't sit there and have a conversation with somebody, and even if you might not like the spot, you can't sacrifice just like showing up and showing general interest in somebody, and you're acting all like bratty and stuff. This is like, man, move on from that. Because if they can't be nice on the initial meeting, man, you dodging a bullet, man. Get them up out of there, man. Like, so any chick that agrees with this list, it's almost like I think men should just be like, hey, you think any of these should not go on this list? If it's not like maybe like the ones we outlined that we agree with, it's like keep it pushing. I don't give a damn how good they look, whatever. Just move on.
Tell her
Yeah,
thank you and I appreciate your service, and then just get
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
yeah,
You said salute it and keep it moving.
Yeah.
wherever you are as a man, if you already know what your pockets look like, you already know what you can afford. You already know what you like to do. Like, you invite somebody out, they don't want to go, then that just shows where where their humility level is. Like, you got to have some humility to, like just enjoy people, man, and wherever you go, you
Yeah,
should
and I
be able
think
to.
M3 hit on it too. Like, you should never take a woman a place, trying to impress her, especially if you can't maintain that, because it leads, it's disingenuous first and foremost. And so, I mean, if I'm giving advice to men, I would tell men, hey, take her to where you like to frequent, because that's going to be who you are. You're going to be comfortable in your environment, and you'll see how she reacts in your environment. If you frequently go to sporting events, you need to take her to a sporting event, because if she actually does come into your life, this is what she's going to be doing. And if she's
Oh, that's
not
a good
cool with
point.
that, then
That's good. Yeah.
from the rip.
Okay, no, that's dope. I like that. Is that
Hey, you
kind of
know,
why, like, when you mentioned sporting events, Taj? Because I know you pretty active and stuff, so you kind of feel that same way.
I mean, honestly, like if I'm taking a woman to a sporting event or anything like that, I'm letting you know my personality. You know what I mean? This is me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like you're getting the insight of how I go about my life. This is what I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? It's like getting the feel. That's the whole point of the first date. You're getting the feel for each other. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep on
No,
this,
no, no.
y'all. But
That's a
help
good
me out
point
here.
because
Sarge.
I was just thinking of a question. When I be listening to y'all talking, it helps me formulate questions, and it's almost to the point like how people's like, "Hey, I want somebody to be authentic, be truthful and stuff." And it's just like if you put a list together like this, are you honestly being authentic? Do you really want to you want the truth from somebody? Because I like what you said. It just sprung something to me. So you
hey,
think they're
Taj.
kind of full of shit?
Yeah.
I
Taj,
mean,
my
really.
advice. Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Taj, man, just tell like, look, man, if you're not down for snake catching, man, you're not the one. Keep it simple like that.
Hey, there you go. There you
Nah,
go.
don't fuck with them snakes.
If you're not trying to catch a boa with
That's
me,
gonna have you out there missing limbs and shit.
Fuck with me, my snake's gonna come visit you.
you better hop on this alligator. You better
If you're
cover
not
his
feeling
face,
it,
Oh,
go
look,
to the ER.
listen,
with
cover
me.
his eyes, get him comfortable.
I got a question. I have a question.
All
I'm
right.
thinking really hard about this list, and y'all let me know if I'm thinking too deep on it.
No,
All right.
no. Go ahead.
Whatever happened to time? Yeah, y'all get that? Like, whatever happened to time? Like, literally, like the whole. I don't care if you can put out this and that and the other. I don't care how much money you pack in. I just want your time. You know what I mean? Why should I have to put out hundreds of dollars for you? And I don't even know where we're going after this. And not only that, keep in mind, I'm not the only man that you're dating. You know what I'm saying? So why should I go off the rip for you? The first date. This is the first appearance, like our first meeting. It's to set the tone. I'm not trying to put out a whole lot of money for you. I'm trying to go out to the park. I'm trying to just talk to you, pick your brain a bit, see what you about, seeing where you come from, what's your relationship like with your parents. I'm not trying to throw out a whole bunch of money. I got kids, man, that money got to go to. I'm not about to put out money for you and take food out of their mouth, and I'm not going to see you again. Women are quick to ghost a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, whatever happened to that, man?
We conditioned them that way. That's what happened. We told them it was okay for them to ghost us. We told them it was okay to treat us like, the scrubs, like from the song. I don't want no scrubs. And we're pretty much like, letting them know, like, hey, it's okay for you to pretty much like, bomb tier me because I'm not going to stand up for myself. I'm not going to, hold you accountable for what you're doing towards me. I don't care what you do towards like those other females or whatever, right? But when you're with me, like, and you're disrespecting my time, you got to call it out. A lot of these dudes don't do that.
Yeah, but it's not just. I don't want to put the blame on men. That it's like our problem. What happened is that certain women require different things. So if a woman really values you, then she does value your time. She doesn't need all the extra, bells and whistles. She don't need the fancy restaurants. She don't need the dog and pony show if she actually values you. However, there's guys that want women that are out of their league, and they are willing to if it's a guy. Here's just an example: a guy who's out of shape, really doesn't have the most confidence. Maybe he's a little insecure or whatnot. He doesn't have a problem with spending the money to just get the opportunity to be on a date, even if he has to pay to just be in a good-looking woman's presence. But somebody who actually goes to the gym, works out their physical, works out their mental, has the gift of gab, maybe some charisma. Women don't require anything on that list. They can require going to the park, like you said, Taj. I'm sure you've been on park dates with women, and it probably was cool
all the time, bro. Like all
exactly.
The time. You know
So that doesn't apply to you. You in the gym, you working out, you got your mental right.
So you're saying Taj is privileged? And he needs to shut the hell up because average guys out here struggling. Is that what you?
Look, I agree. I agree with him. I feel where he's coming from. I feel where he's coming from 100%, man. Because like I was saying earlier, I don't attract those stuck up women that require all of that, like that high maintenance. Look, listen, if that's the case, I can't afford you. You got to get on. You get what I'm saying? If you can't accept me and what I bring to the table, and believe me, like before, it wasn't much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to do with you, no way. Like, if you can't go out bowling, who wouldn't want to go bowling? Like, come on now, that's a good ass time. I'll take you to an arcade. Make you feel like a kid again. Let's just have a bomb ass time. Why do I gotta sit down in front of a table for you to just do this all night and take pictures of your food? Let's go out and have some fun, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Let's go have some fun. Let's get out there. Let's get active. Go to a sporting event. Yeah, let's go ahead to a hookah bar. Let's talk while we smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than when I bring somebody over to my crib and be like, we smoke a little weed and just talk, man. We just vibe. What happened to that? You know what I'm saying?
Make a 40-year-old feel like a young lady.
Yeah, man. Like just chill.
For the record, Taj got glaucoma. He's got a medical card.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Don't hate me.
I'm just trying.
He's trying to brush it up for you. You never know what your future holds.
Completely legal. But no, I thought that was a great question, Taj. Honestly, man, and I think M3 and Manic were both right. I do think like men, there's two types of guys. There's the guys that I think have awareness, experience growth, do whatever to make themselves like more appealing. And then even on our channel, we talk to women and they're like, look, if I'm attracted to you, I'm willing to go wherever. You know what I'm saying? They're clear as day. Yeah. So if a woman has that attraction, she'll kick it with you she'll value your time, pretty much what you're asking.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't have to deal with that shit. They value your time. So if they don't like you, it's almost like you have to earn my time. That's how they look at it. So that's why they're like, you gotta take me to these elaborate spots. You gotta kind of grow on me versus like if they like you. So that's the paradigm. Like a lot of guys, I don't think they understand. It's just like, hey, if these females they're giving you this different deal, it's because they don't like you. So it's just like, why not go out and find somebody that likes you? So I agree with M3. It's just like we pedestalize like women that might be at, like Manic was saying, that might be out of your league somewhat because you're basing it off of looks instead of like character. So they're like, you got to jump through these hoops for me. And them guys are doing all this shit and then they mess around and go home and holler at that dude that buy him a lollipop and they treat him like a king and shit. So
wow, bro.
Great question though. Jesse, did you want to jump on there? Any takes?
Oh yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree 100%. Like, man, if you invite somebody to any coffee or just go hang out, just talk and vibe and like just spend time together, like they're showing you off rip that they value time and they value their time as well as your time. So that's huge green flag, man. They're willing to humble themselves and just go and enjoy that time, man. Like it just shows that they're willing to connect. And yeah, man, all those girls that are just stuck up and just ain't trying to they ain't trying to get to know somebody. They just want some pockets. Hey, they're gonna get somebody's pockets. Just don't be fooled and be that guy that they get your pockets. Like,
but the sad thing, Jesse, man, even though they might get a short-term win in their eyes because they're like, oh, I'm going out to these like dates. I'm doing all this. It's just like what they don't understand is like when they're not moving intentional, like what we all kind of elaborated on, like going to these places, getting to know somebody. It's like they're wasting time. And then when that time, like they get older and then, people move on and things happen. And then it's just before they know it, then when they wake up and realize like that strategy ain't working, it's just like dudes done like probably came up a little bit, got smarter, they're moving different. So it's just like now, like the guy that they probably could have got, because, everybody has some like attraction that they want to get. So they might, like I see what a lot of women, we're breaking it down on the last episode as far as like preferences and stuff like that. It's like, man, they'll want like a 8, 9, and 10, but it's just like they always want a little bit better. They want a lot of like materialistic shit, and guys do it to a certain extent too. But it's just like when time goes by, what tends to happen, and it's sad, man.
Yeah,
People have to like settle for even less. So like even though they wanted that 8, 9, and 10, they end up with like a 5 and a 4 because they weighted themselves out of the market. By doing all these like dumb tactics, not moving intentionally and stuff like that. So it's, if they would like move smarter and just actually get somebody that was like willing to like kick it with you, and they switch their metrics, how they gauge guys, instead of like, oh, if he spends all this money, that must mean he's good. Nah, you might want to get that guy that's like actually cautious of his like spending habits, that's investing his money, that's like trying to pay down his debt. That's the guy you probably want to get with. So it's just like they're just looking at everything wrong. And it's just like I said, when they breeze through all that time, they end up losing in the long run. So it's just, I think they call them day traders, the way that they're operating.
It's called day traders.
Yeah, no, they're looking for them short-term games, and it screws them over in the long run. And then 10 years from now, they're gonna be on YouTube talking about, hey guys, ain't shit.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, it messes them up on top of the time element. If you're a woman and you're going on consistently on nice dates, just for the fact of just to go out and have nice dates and be entertained, psychologically, it does something to you, to where you start seeing men as just a resource of getting you, nice dates and, entertainment. So it's going to make you that much harder to connect with a guy that you actually like, because you're going to be like, oh, I'm so used to like guys doing all this, but I actually like this guy and he's not doing any of this. Nah, he's not doing enough for me. Versus if they were to actually go out there and meet people and then find out like, okay, this guy does a lot, but then he has a lot of other red flags, or this guy does a lot, but I'm not even really attracted to this guy. Like I shouldn't waste my time here. I should, spend time with somebody that I actually kind of vibe with and have like more going on. What were you about to say, Taj?
No, I just wanted to share something with y'all, because I was in my head for a minute about that, of the women that I attract. So I asked a legit question just now, and I asked her. I said, why me? Well, you could have anybody that you want. There's a dude that was trying to talk to you who had a nice ass car. He got everything going for him, doing this, that, and the other. And I was like, so what is it with me? Like, what do you want from me? And so she told me. And she said, I'm going to tell you something plain and simple. She said, you can do with it whatever you want. She was like, I'm with you because you are who you are, unapologetically. You don't give a fuck what nobody think. You speak your mind. You speak your truth, regardless of what others would say. I just want you to be you. Continue to be you. Continue to grow, be better, be yourself, be happy. She was like, I can tell you the person where, regardless of what you have or don't have, you have your love. She said, you giving me your time. She said, that's all a bitch can ask for, is her brother gave your time. She was like, I'm not like these other girls out here. Sadly, we stuck in a pretty fucked up generation where money powers love. She's like, but you shown me that love overpowers everything. And she said, I'm learning a lot from you than what you think. She said, so that's why I fuck with you.
Oh,
damn, Ty. Hold on.
That's a real time game.
Yeah,
only on the shit guys talk about. You get something. No.
I gotta share something too. I asked a woman a very similar question, not exactly the same, but very similar.
What she tell you to fuck off?
Fuck them,
She was like, Manic, I hate your guts.
No,
I go ahead and read that.
I was like, hey, what is it about me that makes you keep coming back? And then she responded, the dick. And so, I mean, no, I'm just playing.
I'm ready to hear something real, bro.
Wow. Oh man.
No, I just saw Taj have his moment. I was just hating.
Yeah,
You funny, bro. You funny, bro. I'm up here expecting something serious to come out of his mouth, bro.
I just had to hate a little bit. Nah, that's beautiful, man. She wrote you a paragraph, bro. That's
yeah. I was texting my wife. You better send me something nice now. God damn it.
Hey,
No, that's dope. But that's what we're trying to tell you. And that's the reality, man.
Yeah. Now, when you got a dope spirit, and you really vibe with somebody, like that's rare for women to find somebody that they genuinely like so much. Like, so yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's a good connection,
bro.
I mean, you're doing something right.
Hey, look, I ain't trying. That's the funny part. I ain't trying, man. I keep it straight. Like, I don't have the money to be like, oh, we can go to Red Lobster every weekend, stuff like shit. No, like, let's go walk a trail. Let's just sit back, kick it. You know what I mean? Hell, I don't mind just sitting out in the middle of the field and just looking up at the sky, bro. I like that shit. You know what I mean? So that's it.
But like we said, man, it's just twofold. It's just like, man, if you work on yourself and you bring that in, also, man, you find the right woman that like respects your time, man, they gonna rock with you, man. And that's the takeaway from this. It's just, I do have a clip I want to pull up because it kind of ties into all this. Because we just hit on the restaurant aspect, but I also wanted to kind of talk about the limitations, like how much should you spend on a first date? What's the minimum amount? So I wanted to play this clip real quick. Let me pull that up. Yeah, because some of this stuff is just crazy, man. I'm just like, damn. Because at first I used to hear people talk about like, hey, man, dating nowadays is hard. And I'll give my pushback. But now I'm kind of seeing more and more stuff. I'm like, damn, this stuff is like, these expectations is just crazy. So let me pull this up and then we'll break it down after that.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I wouldn't say like with the most, but I think the minimum, I feel like within the like 200 to 300 range is like normal.
Jesus.
That's the minimum.
Damn.
That's normal.
And that's me being like nice. Like, I feel like
That's
if
her being
you're trying
nice.
to take someone on a really nice date and really trying to impress a girl, like, okay, you're paying for dinner at a nice place. You're doing.
This is a first date. We're still talking
She
about.
don't even got that.
Yeah, don't you want to impress the girl on your first date? Like, you want to show her a good time, get drinks, get dinner, do something else. Like, I don't know.
But is that realistic for a man to want to spend $300-400 the first time he's getting to know a chick?
I think so. Otherwise, what are you doing?
What does he get in return for dropping $400 on a first date for you?
He gets my attention. He gets a second date. Like,
what's the most?
He better be hitting me.
What? I'm paying. So I got to spend $400 just to get your attention. That's it.
Straight transactional. She's transactional.
Hey, back in the day, $400 would have got the wedding ring, the venue.
The father would have gave her away. Like, hey,
yeah,
my daughter, she's yours now. Your problem. You heard her talk.
Your
problem.
Yeah, for $400, I'm trying to holler at your mom. I'm spending $400.
Yeah,
I'm hollering at the whole lineage. Yeah, that's expensive. But what y'all thoughts on that, man? First of all, we'll break down the video. What y'all thoughts on her expectations? Because I mean, she seemed like she's pretty young too. So for her to have like,
I was just about to say that, man. Like, she's young, so she doesn't have much experience. So she's just talking out of like but she's probably never been on a date where a dude spent $400, unless she's dating really older men, and they're dating her to like showcase that they can get a younger woman on nice things. She's just an object. But if she downgrades herself to just being an object and dealing with people who don't really want to get to know her, that's a sad life that she's going to have when she turns around and finds out that she's 40 and she's just being used in her youth. But I just really think that she's just young and just put on the spot like that. 'Cause she had to think about it. She was like, I never really been on really expensive dates, but I've heard people talk, and I know there's this restaurant that somebody one time this girl went to, and he spent this much money. Like all that's going on in her head. So I just think it's a young girl with no real life experience.
I definitely agree to that. Plus, I for sure she probably haven't met like a Chad Tyrone that could just, lower her standards. But a lot of times like these young girls, man, when they be put on the spot, they don't really know what they be saying. So they just make up some type of rubbish and be like, all right, yeah, I'm more than what other people see me as. I'm more than what maybe she see herself as, So you gotta give those things an account and don't even take them like, seriously. It's just like, all right, there's some young dumb girl that's just talking out her ass, and we'll see. That's all I gotta say. We'll see.
I don't know, man. I think she might be living the truth down there. I think that's Miami. That they be doing a lot of those, so that's like trick capital, man. And I think,
I think she's getting that.
I think like females like them, they know how to spot like those desperate guys, like where we're kind of talking about earlier, that pedestalize like women that be throwing the money out there. So I just think, man, she is kind of probably in that range, man. Just the fact that like down there they do have a lot of those type of guys that's like super flashy. Like Manic was kind of hit on it a little bit, where it's just like, I got the younger chick, so it's just almost like they want to get with a cute girl or something like that to like prove it to other guys and stuff. So they're willing to go to the extremes of all that. I mean, it's definitely going to end wrong for her going down that lane, but I just think she's super materialistic, and she knows how to. I think a lot of women know how to spot suckers, man. Honestly, like they can see her from a mile away. So I think that's probably I'll say territory that she falls in.
Yeah, and some women,
she's choosing.
Oh yeah, she definitely.
And some women, they have their phases where it's just like, oh, I'm young now, I'm gonna go do this, materialistic thing and get these experiences while I'm young, and then when I'm a little older, then I'll try to go and find a real relationship. But like we touched on it earlier, it kind of messes up their psyche, because when they actually do find somebody that they're really good at dealing with, they start outweighing the pros and cons. And if you're used to a lifestyle of older dudes taking you on yachts, and like even though you're not sleeping with all of them, taking you to fancy restaurants, when you actually find somebody more your speed and they can't do anything for you, it's like, oh well, I used to have this. Your psyche's messed up, and you have like a unrealistic standard because you were dealing with some unrealistic things. You were dealing with people that you didn't actually want to be with. You were just there for the experience, and it just messes up your psyche.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that aspect, because I can see them throwing it in your face. Like, oh, I used to do that. Like, yeah, definitely gonna mess them up. Like, make them almost like unbearable to be around.
Facts.
So yeah, I
delusional almost.
Delusional to the max. $200-$300 on the first date, man.
Yeah.
What?
But I do like with M3. Oh, go ahead. Sorry about that, Jesse.
Yeah, no, I was saying, man, who has been spoiling her? Like, she must have been spoiled from her father. Like, could be the rich dudes down in there. Like, she could just be getting attention from ball players, like, and that's just where she got that standard from. And she's like, man, none of y'all about to spend less than $200 on a first date. I need Roof Chris or nothing.
Or Maestros. Maybe she was just trying to speak it into existence too. So
Nah. She had that. You could kind of tell by her stature. Like, she was like, she gave that range. Like, I don't want to say like the minimum, because that's harder. It's always harder to give the minimum. So she was like, But
she had the 2-camera iPhone though. Like, you can't be asking for.
But I just down in Miami. In Miami, I think I can see it happening, man.
Yeah.
And I think M3 was kind of hitting on it earlier also with, man, guys, we kind of do it to ourselves, man. Because it's like, if these guys go out there and do this stuff to this extreme, man, this is the mess that it's like they're kind of creating an environment that they low-key like gonna hate down the line. So when M3 was breaking that down, that's why I did kind of agree with him. I'm like, man, this does fall back on this, because it's just like, man, if guys stop doing this nonsense and actually looked at, for women that like actually would like cherish their time, kind of what Taj was breaking down. It's just like, man, you wouldn't be running into a lot of this.
I mean, think about like this though. Yeah, think about like this, like sophisticated jerk. Women pretty much condition. Well, I guess maybe I should say all, right? Most of them, right? Like 99.9% of women condition most men, right, to respect their time, to respect and value them. You know,
which is
and
genius from their perspective.
diabolical, man. I tell you, you know, but they rally up together. It's like
diabolical.
I mean, if you have a bunch of women, right, that's run through that same program and it's been working for them because we relinquish like our power or pretty much our self-esteem and just threw that away just so we could please them. I mean, it's going to continue to be like a cycle. I mean, until like we actually one, respect each other as men, and two, pretty much make them respect our time when we're taking them on dates. Because honestly, look, if we're paying out like $200, $400, I don't even care if it's like $5. If I invite you out to somewhere and you're not gonna make it, hey man, have the respect to tell me, hey, like you're not gonna come. Like, don't waste my time. Don't be a no-show, and just expect for me to be okay with it. But because, the majority of guys or maybe simps or whatever don't have a backbone, and a lot of times we tend to brush things off anyway. We don't really try to hold on to any grudges or whatever. I think that's probably like an outlet for them to really say okay, well, I could just continue on to disrespect them because we're not implementing that type of consequence. Like, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. There's no I always want to say positive reinforcement, but if there's no reinforcement at all, they're gonna keep on disrespecting us.
Yeah, I mean,
because we're disrespecting ourselves, I feel like.
I agree.
Don't worry, man. I'm not saying all right, because I know you're ready to jump. Like, hold on, man.
No. I agree. I agree with you for the most part. I was just gonna add in there, and this is something that me and the jerk have talked about a lot offline. It's just a man's biggest power is his ability to walk away. That's where you hold your strength, because if you don't allow disrespect, then you're not going to get disrespected. Or you're not going to continue to get disrespected. Women will try you. They'll push your buttons. That's just relationship dynamics. But when you walk away and say, no more, it stops right there. And then they have to come to the realization that they messed up. Especially if you've been doing the right things. They have to look themselves in the mirror and realize, dang, I really fumbled this dude. Like, I know women always say, oh, he fumbled me. And it's just nah, when they have to look themselves in the mirror and realize that they lost something good, they lost something with, potential, and they can see you progress, whether that's getting in better shape, or being more prosperous in your businesses or whatever you got going on in life, they get to look back and say, man, I could have been a part of that. All that good that's going on, after me, I had the opportunity at one point in time to be a part of that. Now I have to watch from the sideline. So it's always important for men to back to M3's point. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta always be, and Jerk's point, you always gotta be progressing and working on yourself. And Jesse, reading, stimulating your mind. Sagacious Taj, you gotta be with the Riz. You gotta have that vibe. Unapologetically,
meditating. Getting in touch with the inner you, to bring that love from inside outward.
Yeah.
That's all,
man.
And they gotta eat that because you walked away. You're like, hey, I'm good over here.
One thing about me, man, I don't play about my time, bro. Just the same way they are about that damn list, the same way I am about my life. Don't play with me. I will drop you like a bad habit. I'm not playing no games. I don't fuck with women like that. You gotta be down to earth. You gotta be realistic. You know what I mean? I'm not with that flashy stuff. That's noisy. I don't like noisy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, why would I want to spend a whole bunch of money on you to sit at the table, be on your phone majority of the time, take a picture of your food just to show people on Instagram and shit? Yeah. No, when I take you out, that's my time. I'm not competing with nobody else. So.
And that's the point of a lot of these shows, and that's why we do rock with M3 also, because it's just Yeah, I know, right? The rum over here kicking my ass, but
Oh man.
but nah, you know, it's just like I say there's like 4 quadrants, man. The guys got to work on, and a lot of times guys just focus on the money element. So, like in the video clip where she's just like, "Oh, you got to spend this." Men will get wealthy, but that's like the one trick pony that they become successful. So they just throw money at everything because they didn't develop like when we talk about like your mindset, like Jessie and even you, Taj, you guys bought 2 topics, you know, where we talk about mindset. I think that's one growth area.
Yeah, that attachment.
Manic was talking about, you know, our in M3 was like your physical, like getting in shape. You know, your career, your mind, it's kind of attached to your mind. That's growth. And then also your like spirituality, because that's where you're gonna set your standards and stuff. That's how you operate. So I think like what you guys were capturing, it's just like, hey man, you do got to respect your own time first. Because it's like if you don't respect time yourself, man, you willing to throw it out at anybody. Like that's why I say a lot of men are tricks, man. They'll trick their money, they'll trick their time. And it's just like if you don't respect it, you just give it up to anybody and you're not experiencing growth. They're gonna treat you like shit. So instead of spending like $400 on a date, I'm gonna go buy a suit. I'm gonna get fly. I'll go to happy hour and you could have way better results. You know what I'm saying? And that's what guys don't understand. This is like, man, invest that money into yourself. And then you get a good chick that like actually likes you. Cause there's good women out there. It's just a lot of times guys are so superficial. They're looking over those good women and going to the superficial ones, trying to like win them over and shit. You know, instead of going to the right like group of women that has the right mindset. So yeah, it's just a combination of all that. And I think guys, we got to keep having these conversations and stuff like respect yourself because those relationships with the women, a lot of time they don't end good. But it's like you get a good woman, like she's gonna be texting you like Taj. She gonna give you that paragraph and shit.
Yo, I wasn't even expecting that answer from her.
Got 4 pages.
I wasn't expecting it either. God damn it! I was about to start hating on you.
Why y'all?
You saw me. You saw me. I was hating early.
I'm dead ass.
Like I got one too. Guess what it said?
Nah, but I that's why I do like I said, these conversations is very balanced and everybody give great points and stuff. So, you know, definitely a learning takeaway. And sometimes I like how I like clips, man. It's good to look at them. Sometimes they be you don't know if they doing it for a skit or something, but it's still good to like capture that and tell people like, hey man, like you ain't gotta operate like that. You ain't gotta be one of them dudes, man. Like, cause you can even tell, man, she was always coming off cold in the clip. Like, I don't even really like these dudes. And that's why they're like charging and they feel like they settling for dudes. It's almost like they feel like they got to get paid for their time. Like, okay, if I go out on this date with your dumb ass, like, dude, you better take me to. So it's almost an insult in a way, but a lot of guys take it as like, oh, she's with me, she's pretty. So, you know, like I said, they pedestalize it so much and they don't realize like this girl, like low key inside is just like, oh, I can't stand this motherfucker. Like, he better take me to the nicest restaurant. You know, so that's how they're kind of looking at these dudes, man. So it's, like I said, it's kind of like an insult in a way. But all right, man. If
I should probably start taking them out to Wendy's then, man. You know,
you know what I'm saying? Chipotle.
Fuck that, you know.
Nah, but man, it's funny because I know M3. We talked about it one time, and we're talking about, you know, we both been in like marriages for a long time, and I know y'all been in like relationships too. And talking to all you guys, we had the simplest, like I say, first dates. It was like very basic, and everybody had like longevity. Nobody got like taken to the cleaners or nothing like that. You know, everybody had pretty solid relationships. So it's funny, like you talk to the people that like did the most minimal stuff with women that like truly liked them, and they had like better outcomes versus like the guys that they doing all that crazy wild stuff.
You know, I used to tell women all the time, including my wife, and she was always down for it. I was like, look, man, I'm tired of these dinner dates. I mean, before like the whole red pill movement or whatever, I was like, look, I ain't about to be spending a bunch of money on y'all. I'm just gonna be like straight up honest with y'all. All right. Especially at a time like me being like a college student, I'm like, look, we could hang out, play some football or something. We could toss a frisbee, but I'm not spending more. And at that time, I'm talking this like the early 2000s. Probably at that time, I probably wanted to spend more than like maybe $90 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like on a date. So, but I knew how to be creative. So it tapped into my creative side. I was like, all right, look, I may not spend over $100 on you, but I'll get some food or whatever. I'll make something. We could have like a picnic date, which I'm kind of surprised, right? They didn't add like the picnic date to the list though. So I'm going to definitely utilize that. I'm like, okay.
That's coming list too.
I've done that before.
You done that before?
I've done it before. It looks nice, but at the end of the day, man, it's annoying because I want to say we was out in the middle of a field. Nice. It was a nice sunny day. A little chilly though, but the wind kept blowing shit over. It was, ants was crawling on our shit.
Yeah, damn that.
Like, it just wasn't. It looks nice when you paint the picture. Oh, let's go out on a picnic, but you gotta be mindful of nature. Mother Nature will play a big part in that. It can mess some things up.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, you right. I forget about that. Especially those damn yellow jackets too, though.
Yeah, so man,
they be poking my ass. So I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, that should be miserable after a while, man. Y'all get swarmed out there.
I don't know if I would do that again. That's for sure.
No. You actually made a solid point though, because look, like I'll protect you, like from another dude though. But as soon as like a beef fight around me and you want my food, I'm like, look, you got my food, you got my girl, right? Just don't.
Yeah, I'm out of there. You can't keep up. You
got a weapon coming back.
You a casualty to the game. I feel you.
You can't panic with the bees, man.
Oh,
no, I'm out of there. I'm jumping in the body of water. She got to fend for herself.
They're not gonna bother you if you don't get scared. They're not gonna bother you.
People always say that shit.
I used to think,
getting bit up.
I got stung.
I was a child. I was like 6 or 8 years old. I'm like just skipping along, mind my own business. Next thing you know, I got stung 3 times by a yellow jacket.
You sure it was a yellow jacket?
You
sure it was a yellow jacket, not a ground bee?
No, because the yellow jackets, they're assholes or whatever.
Tyler, hey, you make sure you're standing correct.
Yo,
it's not the nature of a yellow jacket, but a ground bee.
Have you guys ever been around, like, you guys ever been attacked by a swarm of ground bees? They don't play, and you're not going to tell either. Like, you can step on the ground, and it could be their nest. They're going to come after you.
Oh shit!
You said ground bees?
Ground bees don't play, bro. They do not play.
Don't they look like the yellow jackets, or are they like?
They look like yellow. They look like yellow jackets. They're a bit smaller though, but they look just like a yellow jacket, and they'll come at you. Like they don't die. Yeah, they don't die after they sting you either. They keep hitting you.
Hey. Todd's one of them dudes that be giving you like bad advice about animals. He'd be like, "Hey, if a bear comes, freeze, stand big."
There's nothing.
Talk to him in a firm
Talk to him in a mellow voice.
Hey, buddy,
I would never tell nobody that. I would never tell nobody that, man. If you see
okay. I was about to say, you'd be like, "Yeah, stand tall, make yourself appear big."
Yell at it, just yell at it. Get it.
Hold on.
Whisper at him.
What would your advice be?
Yeah, yell at it. You run. If you see a black bear, man, your best bet is to yell. Like, your best bet is to yell. Show, like, honestly, and it's going to sound corny as hell, but it's the truth. It's a God-honest truth, I swear. You don't show fear at all. That's what they thrive off of. That's what they want to see.
I'm dead.
It's just like a mountain.
Don't show any fear.
I was in the mountains with a few friends of mine, and there was this, what they call them? It was like this big-ass cat. I forgot what it's called. Like
Bobcat?
A mountain lion. Yeah, one of those. It was something. Mountain lion or something like that. And I kid you not. I don't know if it was a baby nearby or not, but she was very aggressive, growling and all. And she just kept walking towards us. And so I'm like, what we gonna do? And so my friend was like, we gonna die today, bro. Like, he's like, it's nothing we can do. We're too far up the mountain to just run. It's gonna come after us.
I was
ready
to knuckle up then, huh?
He was. I was shit.
Hey, dog, I got you. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna go get help.
Like, about to trip this cat. Dude, I have a question. So, if you guys were with your females, would you like take off running, or would you like sacrifice yourself in this bobcat situation?
It depends on the length of the relationship.
You said it depends on the length of the relationship.
It depends to the woman. It's not my wife.
Okay. But for wifey, you would make that sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean,
M3 is sleeping on the couch. Why it take you so long? Hey, we can't.
M3 was like, you said a bobcat, right?
The wife.
Oh shit!
All right, let me go to Taj. What about your girl? Or this is Bobcat scenario, because you damn sure threw the homie under the bus that you went with. He wasn't gonna make it. So what about your girl?
He didn't know
was
Taj for
bullshitting,
6 years or more. That's why.
I'm glad you said that, brother, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta have some type of sentimental value. We gotta have gone through some shit in order for me to go through that. Other than that, you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? So
what about your girl though?
For them, I would I'll risk it. I'll risk
He
it.
said for them.
I have two.
You say you got two.
Okay.
I have
No,
two.
we're not talking about your children. We're talking.
I'm not talking about my children either.
Oh, I stand corrected.
I'm dead ass. I have two.
He's talking about his rotation.
No, he's not talking about a rotation. If he was talking about a rotation, you're gonna say my girl. He's not talking about a rotation. They know about each other because he said it's two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Damn.
All right.
All right, Jesse.
Listen, so which one? Which one? So you're leaving both of them?
Yeah.
Hold on, on the record. hey, if you had to trip one first, which one would you trip first?
No, hey, no, I'm off the cliff.
I wouldn't have time to think. It's gone already.
Which one do you like better?
I'm not saying that on the show. I ain't saying that on the show.
But all right, Jesse.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. It's like, hey, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me and the cat. What's happening? Like, I'm not playing. Nah,
What's happening?
Hey, look.
Yeah,
That's the true writer. Like, I respect that.
you gotta do something. Like, we're not about to get taken out. Like, either we gonna work together and kill this thing that's trying to kill us, or
Bro, you know she's
hey,
not
we
working
both
with
dead.
you, bro.
We both.
How many times have you seen these women?
I mean, to be honest with you,
if she don't kill me, they gonna kill her next. You ain't getting far. Shit.
She gonna pull out her phone like,
oh my God, I can't believe
this is happening.
So,
Damn that phone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
you gotta take action. Shoot, I'll take a nice gash. Hey, but hey, look,
Bro, it ain't gonna be no nice gash, bro. That's your
dead
leg,
after
bro.
that.
Yeah.
Dead after
Taking
that.
pieces of you.
Well, one of y'all got to go.
Yeah, somebody got to go. Hey, run! I got this.
It wasn't hard though to get it gone. It was.
Yeah, so I would look at my girl and tell her like, yo, I look at her dead in her eyes, dead in her face, and say, I need you to back away, get behind me. I need you to back away slowly and get as far as you can, because I am about to sprint. And if I catch up to you, that's your ass. So I'm giving you a head start.
Yeah.
This one's on you. You have a choice to make. You can back up slowly, or you can start a little light jog. But as soon as he starts charging, I'm running too. And if I'm faster than you, if I can catch up to you, then it wasn't my time. And it was yours.
Yeah, man, I was rooting for you in the beginning, though. I thought you was gonna say something honorable, right? You know, hey, man.
That is honorable. I gave her a head start. You know, I mean, you hear women talk about it all the time, the equality gap. So I'm giving her, you know, I'm faster, I'm stronger, so I'm giving her a head start. So that's as equal as it can get. Nature's got to take its course.
Nature's got to take its course.
Yeah,
That's pretty honorable though, man. Like at least he gave the head start.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, I want a divorce right now.
Nah, man, hell no.
I'm gonna ask her, is that life insurance plan working?
I'm gonna become the biggest feminist. I'm like, hey, women power, peace.
Bro, I think there was a video. There was a video like that. I want to say where a guy was on a roller coaster. And he was so damn scared he broke up with his girl on the roller coaster. I think there was a video like that. He was like, I want to break up, and she thought he was joking, but he was dead ass.
Oh, she must.
Yeah, my man was like, look, we into this now.
Oh,
before going further,
yo, I just brought up something. You know, it'd be a great first day, man. Take your girl out to that slingshot in Orlando or Daytona.
Well, which ride is that?
That one that shoots you straight up in the air.
Yeah, that's gonna be enough for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a video clip of that snapping. So no.
They got one of those in Virginia.
Yeah, it snapped. Like it went back to launch and then snapped when they went up. So yeah, I'm not doing that right. I
damn.
was like, one day I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pay. Before, when I was younger, it was like $20, and this is back way. So I was like way overpriced. I was like, yo, one day when I get
It's
money,
45
I'm
now.
gonna. Yeah, I'm dating myself. I'm letting you know when it used to be $20. I'm like $20. I already paid.
Yeah,
my
that was like
ticket
an
again.
08.
Nah, this was probably like this was probably like 04. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, because y'all see that. What was the one? I forgot the ride, man. But I remember, man, my wife and my son always be going on this shit where they're like, it'll start off on the ground and then it shoot all the way up, and then the dude like fell out the seats. And I always used to tell them because they'd be like, "Man, you getting on this?" I'm like, "Oh hell nah."
Like the drop song?
Man, it just drops.
Nah, it shoots all the way, and then it does drop back down, but it goes all the way up, and the dude flew out the like seat of the ride. I forgot the name of it. I have to ask her, man, but. They always used to clown me because they'd be like, "Hey, man, you coming on this?" I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good, man. You know what I do very well? Stay alive. Like, I don't need to do anything to like put my life at risk. I'm good. Like, I'm gonna stay alive down here. I'm gonna eat this hot dog. I'm straight. Like, but they'd be like, "Oh, you chicken shit." Then when we saw that like little, it was like a news article that came out, and on that same ride that they always is going, I was like, "See, yeah, thought I was foolish shit." But yeah, I don't fuck with none of that. Taj, man, Taj flirting with death out here.
Hey man, I had a ball. I got on that bitch 3 times.
Yeah. I'm gonna live through you, Taj.
Yeah, vicariously.
Y'all get the Taj fun. He's gonna do all this like exotic, crazy stuff.
You only live once, man. You gotta make the most of it.
The key word was once in that statement.
Yeah. That's the word you got to underline and all that.
We all finna leave.
You gotta have some adventure.
Yeah, Taj went a little too much.
I have different type of adventure.
Hey man, I enjoy that. I enjoy it.
But all right, man, we'll go ahead and if I don't know if y'all have more time or if y'all wanted to hit the Reddit scenario, or y'all want to go ahead and just wrap it up and we'll get to that next time. But yeah, we'll go ahead and close it out.
Yeah, well, I know for me, I have to go get ready for dinner, so.
I hear that.
No doubt.
You might not have dinner, if she see this. Oh, we're not posting this till later. So.
Hey, look.
Enjoy this meal.
Maybe you would
Hey, this man, enjoy that night.
Let me recheck my statement from earlier, okay? Right now, I'm gonna put myself out of the line because see, look,
I'm gonna edit that out for you in 3.
Dinner goes too, though. So I mean, hey, I ain't got nothing to lose after that. So.
Now we'll go ahead and close it out. We'll do the Reddit one on the next one because it's a pretty good topic. Yeah, it's gonna take some time on that one. But M3, man, any parting words and let us know where we can find you at.
Man, salute to you guys, man. Salute to you, Sophisticated Jerk. Salute to you, Manic Genius. Salute to you, Jessie and Taj, man. You guys are great, bro. Thank you, man, for inviting me, to your podcast, and I appreciate it. But if you guys want to subscribe, the ones who's going to be watching this, subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube, and yeah, just give us a holler, man. That's it. That's all I can say.
No doubt. Great channel over there, and man, you always welcome, man. Like I know all these guys in real life, man. Good dudes, man, and the whole concept of like all the shows, and that's why I always rock with y'all guys stuff, man. It's just. Have a good conversations, man, making fun of, ourselves and each other a little bit and, just breaking down current events, topics, whether it's sports, relationships, man. We just try to just have fun with it, man. And definitely, like learning from each other too, man. So that's just the whole concept. So appreciate you always coming through, man. Like I said, this is a home for you too, man. I look at it everybody's channel, man. I know sometimes people are like, "Oh, this is jerks." Nah, this is all of ours, man. I ain't trying to be on here by myself just talking and shit. Like I love like the interactions and stuff. So appreciate it. Like everybody just always jumping on and stuff. So Manic, go ahead. Outros, outtakes. Any asshole words you want to say?
No. I'm gonna keep it real. Reiterate what I said earlier. Forget a list. You can take a woman anywhere. You should take a woman everywhere that you like to frequent, to see if she can actually vibe in your life. The reality is women have different standards for different men. So don't take it to heart when you see a list that they're saying what they won't accept, because what they won't accept from one person, they'll absolutely accept from another. So don't you red pill dudes, you hardcore red pill guys, just calm down. It's not that serious. You can find me on the Mag Sophistication channel and IG, the Manic Genius. Appreciate the convo, and I'll see y'all next week.
All right.
Just take that list and use it for toilet paper.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, flush that list. All right, Jesse.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man. I appreciate that earlier, man, and appreciate each and every one of you guys and the opportunity to come on the show. You know, talk about some stuff. You know, learn. You know, get some honest feedback, and get some honest feedback. Have fun with it. But just want to say to the rest of the people, man, just continue to love yourself, man, and bring yourself to the table, and do the things that you want to do, and find somebody that compliments what you want to do, and know what you want, and just don't settle, But yeah,
all right,
that's right.
Taj, man. Words of wisdom. You dropped some game on us, man. I wanted to hate on you, but that shit was deep.
I ain't got shit left, so I ain't gonna say too much. It's always a pleasure being with y'all on the show, man. This is actually fantastic for me because I get to talk my shit and speak my truth. So I don't care if anybody who watching agrees. It just means you fucked up. So reality check, you feel me? But yeah, you guys can catch me on Instagram at Sagacious Taj. I'm not really on there like I'm supposed to be for real. I've been doing a lot of stuff, man. Believe me, I got a lot of fun things coming your way. So be on the lookout for that shit. This shit, I can't wait, bro. I'm hyped up. I'm hyped as fuck, man.
Yeah, we're gonna promote it, man. Let us know, man. Like, we got you, man. I'm definitely want to tune in, man. Watch you put your life on the line like that. I know you don't see it as that, but that's
hey, if that's the way people got to picture it, then hey, look, make sure y'all tune in.
But all right, just closing out. Just like I said before, man. Like, thanks for tuning in. Great conversation with everybody. Like I said, man, this is all of our channel, man. It ain't just mine. It ain't just Manic's. It's whoever takes part of this. Everybody's welcome. M3, man, come back anytime, bro. Like, and CLS and Phil, they were just a little busy and stuff, but they'll be back. So stay tuned, and we'll keep dropping this content. But all right, peace.
Everyone.
All right. Y'all take it easy. Have a good night.